cut.
What does this do?
Hinge press drill. So it drills the holes for the hinges. Oh, sorry. Not this one. I don't have hinge holes on this one. Wait. I meant this one.
When we first started doing cabinetry, there were a lot of operations that were done by hand, which is normal. It's also part of the trial and error experience because neither of us went to school for this. We went to totally different schools than what we ended up choosing as profession in life. But yes, we used to do like hinges manually, which took long, which was hard. We had to have all sorts of jigs to try to guide us. It was way more like a much higher level of error in doing it manually because, well, first of all, it's hard to keep a parameter when you have to change, like to put the guide manually on the door and you have to adjust. And second of all, you do get tired after 10, 20, 30 doors, depending at what time of day you're doing it, whereas the machine is just a press of a button and it's repetitive and it's like every time it's perfect.
It drills holes. See, it has here. It has a large 35 millimeter diameter Forester bit. Remember in one of the videos I was showing you on the green doors when I was putting the hinges that it's very important to have the mark of where the hinge holes should be so that when you screw the hinge in place it's not sideways at all. So this is the hinge. This is the 35 millimeter diameter hole that you need to drill, and then it has two screws that are locking it in place, right? Because if you have if you only have the big hole, right, you can do it, I'm exaggerating now, but like a degree off here and a degree off on the other one here, right? Let's say we go a degree off and a degree off. Right now the distance in between the hinges is, I would say, at least a quarter inch smaller than what it should be. You push it a degree out to where you're lining it with the markup holes that are on the door, and they're going to be perfectly straight. So if the distance in between hinge to hinge is, let's say, 24 inches, at the back of the hinge where the plate goes on the cabinet, it's exactly the same distance. Not having those marks, always, because again, when we started, we were using a regular press drill that has only the center hole, the large one. So you have only this hole, you don't know exactly what to position. We always had to play with the plates of the cabinets. Now you have the two little marks where the screw should go, they're always straight. 1, 2, 3 drill bits do. And now it's gonna probably, the video that we did on site with the door, it's gonna make a little bit more sense.
Like the power of automizing, like, and of improving the machinery and improving the tools. We obviously all start at a lower level than we want to. So when we first started doing cabinetry, there were a lot of operations that were done by hand, which is normal.
That's it. And the next one.
And you put all the measurements and things.
Everything is, you have stoppers here, right? Then you set up the depth. See how this table goes in or it comes out? Because the door will stop in this stopper here. So it's exactly where it should be placed front to back on the door. It's exactly where it should be placed up and down because you have the stoppers. So this would be, if I do the left hand side of the door, I put this stopper and I flip this one off. So I put the door and I physically stop in the stopper. Then I drill this side. Then I go on the other side, flip the stopper with this one here, and do the other side. Boom, physically stop. So again, everything is perfectly lined up. Let's see.
With all the platforms out there in terms of inspiration, I think there's so much information that they don't realize how much guidance they need. They're exposed to so many ideas, and between Pinterest and House and cousins and neighbors that have done other renovations, like there's so much information out there that I think that it's hard for them to navigate by themselves. That's why they need designers. That's why they need custom items, because it's not easy to make generic standard items fit every home.
So that was perfect. Can you just do one more?